Hello everyone, welcome to Salesforce Predator. In this channel we discuss about various concepts and technologies in Salesforce. In this video series we are discussing about platform events. In this video we'll see how we can define a platform events in Salesforce. A platform event is a special kind of Salesforce entity which is similar to many ways in S-object. Okay, so an event message of an event is an instance of a platform event, which is similar to how a record is an instance of a custom object, right? You can create a platform event definition by giving it a name and then adding custom fields, just like you add custom fields in custom object. Okay. However, we cannot update an event record of a platform event. We cannot delete an event record. Neither can we view an event record. Okay. We can set the read and create permissions for platform events using either profiles or with the help of permission sets. We cannot query the platform event records also using SOQL or SOSL. And similarly, we cannot use those events record in user interface such as reports, list views, or we can search views, right? So let's go to our Salesforce org and create a platform event. So we'll go to our Salesforce org. Here in the setup, we'll search for platform event. We'll go to the platform events. And here we'll click on new platform event. Okay. So we'll consider a problem statement where whenever an account records deadline field is updated, so the deadline field of all related case to that particular account should be updated with same value. Okay, so that is our problem statement. So we'll name our platform event as update case on account update. Okay, and if you want we can specify a description. You can notice event type over here. It's a high volume event, and you can notice the publish behavior also. So we have two types of publish behavior: publish immediately and publish after commit. So for now we will be selecting publish after commit. We'll be discussing these two in few minutes. Okay, and we'll keep the deployment status as deployed. We'll just click on save now. Okay, so we need to specify plural label and we'll save this. So this is how you can create a platform event in Salesforce. Now let's say you want to create some custom fields in this platform event to store the data. Okay, so let's say we want to pass on account ID which for the account which got updated and also the deadline field of that particular account, right? So for that we will create two new fields in this platform event. So we'll specify text field for account ID. We'll name it as account ID, and for length we can keep it as 20, and we'll save this. If required we can provide description. Again we'll click on new field. We'll specify date field and click on next. We'll specify deadline date. We'll save this field. You can notice the fields API names are __C. You can notice the API name of these fields. Okay, so you have __C at the end, right? So this is similar to the custom fields on custom or standard objects, right? And you can also notice the API name of this event. So it is appended with __E just to identify this is an platform event, right? Now while creating platform event, you noticed these two things, event type and publish behavior. So we'll discuss this now. We'll go to our presentation. Now while creating a platform event, if you select publish after commit as a published behavior, so events created with these published behaviors are transactionals and they can be rolled back. Okay, so these events are published only after the transaction commits successfully. Okay, so the events which are declared in a particular transaction and published there, so they will be published only after that particular transaction is committing successfully. Okay, and we generally use this type of publish behavior if subscriber rely on the data that publishing transaction commits. Okay, and we also use that when an event message is to be published, and let's say we don't want the event message to be published if the transaction fails. So in that case we will use publish after commit behavior. Okay, so the other behavior is publish immediately, and events with those behaviors are not transactional and they cannot be rolled back. Okay, so if you want event message to be published regardless of whether the transaction succeed or failed, so in that case you will use the behavior publish immediately. Okay, now here we need to use this publish immediately behavior if subscriber don't rely on the data committed by publisher. Okay, right. Also, while creating platform event, we noticed this event type, right? So there are two types of events. We had standard volume events and we have high volume events. Okay, so events. So these standard volume events were the events which were defined before Spring 19. Okay, and these used to be there in the event bus for 24 hours. Okay, but you can no longer define such events. Okay, so after Spring 19 those events are deprecated, these type of events. Now we have high volume events, and these are, so the events defined after Spring 19 they are high volume by default, and these event get stored in an event bus for 72 hours. Okay, so this is how we define platform events in Salesforce, and in next video we'll see how we can publish these platform events with the help of process builders. So if you have any questions up till now, you can write it down in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.